Most men wouldn't tolerate their wives or daughters going into a trade. When I started the carpentry apprenticeship, I had enormous prejudice. They used to come up to my bench and say things like, "How come your boyfriend lets you come on this course? And how are you going to work as a chippy when you're pregnant?" And things like, "Don't you feel bad about taking a man's job?" Every morning we did geometry and technical drawing, and I loved these sessions. And as an artist, my drawings were always clear, and I liked working out the angles and measurements. And the guys were hopelessly lost. I used to get good marks, and gradually the guys started coming over to my bench and saying, "Can you give us a hand? Would you draw this for me, please?" All the wood that we worked with and all the tasks were in piranha pine. And we were only allowed to use these small amounts of mahogany for special jobs. And I really wanted to work in mahogany and hardwood. So I used to say to the guys, "If you can get me a piece of mahogany, I'll do your homework for you." So very slowly, secretly, they'd bring over a little piece of wood, slide it under my desk, and I'd do the work. And that's how I got to make my box. The building industry today is still the most white, male-dominated sector of the economy. The exception during the 15th, 16th, 17th century was the femme sole, a French term that gave a legal status to non-married women or women who were not under the subordination of men, and they were allowed by law to practice a trade as long as they didn't get married. And so most women who didn't get married were lesbians. For 700 years this was the case until in 1975, under the Sex Discrimination Act, women were the first time allowed legally to have access to apprenticeships. I was one of the first lesbians to complete this secret joinery apprenticeship. So this box has many voices. One is the lovely sound of the lid, and it has this fantastic echo to it. But I think it has other voices as well, which is all the things that it's carried in the 40 years of its life, which has been memories of photos, people have died, letters, socks, dog leads, all sorts of things have been in this box. It's the voice of a history of its time. Maybe one day somebody should put my ashes in it, and then I can live in Hastings Museum.